Hey, TikTok, YouTube, all you internet people, Clue Man here. By now, you've all seen the video of Trump and Vance ambushing Zelensky in the Oval Office. I'm former infantry. I know what an ambush looks like. That was totally planned to give old Vladimir Putin a win. So, I guess I need to ask you, MAGA chodes, you MAGA dipshits. Um, When did we start being pro Russia and loving Russia, our greatest adversary on the planet? Can you explain that to me? It's since Trump, right? Because prior to that, Vladimir Putin and Russia were not our allies. Um, they weren't even really our friends. But now, for some reason, I'm sure all you MAGA dipshits are going to watch that video and think, oh, our tough guy Trump was just sticking it to Zelensky. Understand this: the patriot from a democratic country in that room was Zelensky, who's fighting for the existence of his country because he was invaded by Vladimir Putin, who wants to see the USSR come back together. He literally wants to take over all the countries that used to be part of the USSR. He's never forgiven the US for winning the Cold War. And for all you guys who forgot about the Cold War, it wasn't just an arms buildup. There were skirmishes going on. I actually fought in the Cold War, okay? I was down in Honduras in 1986 when the Sandinistas, the communist Sandinistas, Nicaraguans, crossed the border into Honduras, violated the border treaty, and Honduras declared war on Nicaragua. Well, I was a U.S. troop on that border right in the middle of their war. And so I just don't understand when all of a sudden communists are our buddies and we're going to do their bidding, and why a third of our country is okay with that. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. To have a communist country that is not our friend get a political win in the Oval Office when our president and vice president basically humiliate themselves on the world stage and extort. That wasn't negotiation. That wasn't diplomacy. That was straight up extortion right there. And so I need somebody to get in my comments, some MAGA chode to get in my comments and explain to me why we love Russia now, why it's okay for our country to be working for Russia. Our damn president and vice president were working for Russia. That was a win. They are literally breaking ties with Zelensky so they can hand Ukraine over to Russia. That's what's going to happen. We're severing ties with Zelensky now so that Russia can take Ukraine. And then it'll be Poland and any place else that he wants to take, because Trump's not going to stand up to him. He's talking all tough in the Oval. Well, Putin's afraid of me. If I get tough, blah, blah, blah. No, you're Putin's bitch, Trump. You are Putin's bitch. And you know what? He owned you today. And now it's just disgusting. I can't, as a former veteran, Cold War veteran, where the Soviet Union was our sworn enemy, and I trained for years to fight the Soviet Union, and then they broke up, and then Russia picked up that torch, and then Russia was our enemy for years. Now we're in this spot. I just can't believe it. I'm so disgusted with our country. Anyway, there's your clues.